Now today in this session of class 11 accounting, we will be going to discuss about the concept that is related with the basis of accounting. When we are talking about the basis of accounting, what does it mean? Because every businessman, what he wants to know about the profits and the losses of the business. So there are two different bases which can be used by the businessman for finding out the amount of profit or loss. One on the basis of cash and one on the basis of accrual, occurrence. So we have got these two bases, that is cash basis of accounting and accrual basis of accounting, to determine the profit and the losses of the business. Now where we can determine the profit and the losses of business? By following the cash basis method or by following the accrual basis method. And what are the advantages and the disadvantages of this method? Today we will be discussing about all these things in this particular session. So we will first start with the cash basis of accounting. What is cash base of accounting? As the name suggests, that is the involvement of cash. So any income or the expenses, when it is received in cash or when it is paid in cash, is treated as an income or the expense of the business organization. So when we are paying any money, cash for any goods or services, or when we are receiving the money in cash for providing any services or selling the goods, so that particular concept will be recorded on that particular day only. That transaction will be recorded on that day only when the cash will be received or the cash will be paid. So this is the concept which is called the cash basis of accounting. When we are talking about this basis of accounting, especially in the non-profit making organization, when they are preparing the receipt and the payment account. So receipt and payment account is prepared on the basis of cash base of accounting. उसका जो preparation होता है कि how much amount is received during the year or how much amount is paid during the year by the non-profit organization, they are maintaining the receipt and payment account for that thing, and that receipt and payment account is following the cash base of accounting. तो एक ब्रीफिंग ये होती है कि कैश बेस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग वो कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसमें किसी भी बिजनेस के ट्रांजैक्शन को तभी लिखा जाता है जब उसमें पैसे का लेन देन होता है, या जिस दिन पैसा आता है या जिस दिन उससे रिलेटेड पैसा जाता है, ट्रांजैक्शन से रिलेटेड, वो ट्रांजैक्शन उस दिन उस बुक में रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है. सो दिस इज नोन एज द कैश बेस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. So in this cash base of accounting, there is no place for any adjustment like any outstanding expenses. There is no place for any accrued income. Okay, so there is no place for any of the adjustment in cash base of accounting. यहाँ पे किसी भी तरीके का adjustment पैसे से related जो है वो हम इसमें नहीं कर सकते. तो अब कैश बेसिस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग की बात करें तो इसके कुछ फायदे और नुकसान भी हैं. सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कैश बेसिस, दैट इज रिलेटेड विद द इनफ्लो एंड आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश, ओके, देन ओनली द इवेंट will be recorded in books of account. अकाउंट की बुक में इवेंट तभी रिकॉर्ड होगा जब पैसा या तो आएगा या पैसा जाएगा. फायदे क्या है? What are the advantages advantages of this basis of accounting. So the advantage of this basis of accounting, it is very simple. This base of accounting is very simple basis of accounting. There is no complexities in preparing the accounts on the basis of cash. बहुत आसान है. एक सबसे पहला फायदा, it is simple. Because we are not supposed to make any adjustment related with any outstanding expenses, prepaid, accrued income, whatsoever it be, no adjustment entries are being made here. ठीक? And this approach is more objective. ये एक objective approach है. Because there are no estimates and judgments required. कोई estimates की जरूरत नहीं और judgment की जरूरत नहीं है. Whatever money has been paid, you have to record that thing. Whatever money has been received by you, you have to record that thing. So there are no estimations and the judgment. Okay? So this type of no estimations and judgment. So it is not prepared on the basis of estimate and judgment. It is more objective. Then these are the organization who are preparing their accounts on the basis of cash basis. So those enterprises where most of the dealings are being done in cash. So these organizations, they are maintaining their books on the cash base of accounting. So this accounting is suitable where mostly the cash transactions are taking place. Now we are talking about the disadvantages of this form of organization. What are the disadvantages? इसके drawback, तो ये थर्ड इसका जो एडवांटेज था, it is suitable for organization doing cash transaction. ये सिर्फ उन्हीं बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सुटेबल है जहां पर सारे कैश ट्रांजैक्शन होते हैं. Now disadvantage. The disadvantage of this piece of accounting is it does not give the true and fair profit and loss statement या profit and loss position. ये profit and loss की जो position है वो सही नहीं बताता है. Why? Because the outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses are not adjusted in this form of accounting. तो यहाँ पे true and fair profit and loss की position नहीं बनती है. तो डिसएडवांटेज हो जाता है ये इसका. ठीक, नो ट्रू एंड फेयर प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस की जानकारी जो है वो सही नहीं होती है. ठीक, it does not follow the principle, that is the matching principle. It does not follow the matching principle. ये मैचिंग प्रिंसिपल को फॉलो नहीं करता है. Then third, the system does not distinguish between the capital item and the revenue item. ये सिस्टम जो है कैपिटल आइटम और रेवेन्यू आइटम के बीच में भी कोई कंपैरिजन या कोई डिस्टिंक्शंस नहीं बता सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्ट क्या बोलता है, जो पैसा आ रहा है सब लिखो, जो जा रहा है सब लिखो. सो देयर इज नो डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन द कैपिटल एंड द रेवेन्यू आइटम. ठीक, तो ये हो गया नॉट फॉलोइंग द मैचिंग प्रिंसिपल. एंड थर्ड वन, द डिसएडवांटेज दैट इज related with this system was कि it was not making any differentiation between the capital and revenue item. No difference between capital and revenue item. So these are some of the drawbacks of this form of accounting, that is the cash base of accounting. Now we move to one more concept of accounting, that is based on the concept of accrual basis. Accrual basis of accounting means that the events and the transactions should be recorded in the books of accounts when they have taken place. whether we have received the money or not, it doesn't matter. It is followed by one of the assumption of accounting, that is accrual assumption. So all the events and the transaction of the business will be recorded in the books of accounts when they have taken place. So events will be recorded when it has occurred, not on the day when the amount is received or paid. So when this type of accounting is being followed, that means we are following the accrual basis of accounting. जिस दिन बिजनेस का ट्रांजैक्शन होगा या इवेंट होगा, उसको उसी दिन बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में लिखना है. पैसा मिला या नहीं मिला, इट डजंट मैटर. पैसा दिया या नहीं दिया, इट डजंट मैटर. But it has to be recorded on the very same date. So it is more scientific in nature. So now we are going to discuss about some of the advantages. अब इसके कुछ फायदे देखिए. तो advantages, it is more scientific. ये scientific concept है because it is following all the things, that is it makes all the necessary adjustments which are to be made while preparing the books of account. It gives correct profit and loss. ये प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस जो है वो करेक्ट बताता है. थर्ड, it is giving the correct position of business on a particular date when it is prepared. So after making all the necessary adjustments related with the outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, accrued income and whatsoever, it gives the correct position of the business. So this is said, that's why it is said that it is more scientific in nature and it is widely accepted in the large scale business organization where the dealings are taking place in cash as well as credit. Now we see some of the disadvantage. इसके कुछ drawbacks. So disadvantage, it is very complex. It is not so simple like cash basis of accounting. It is very complex because the preparation of the books of accounts is very complex. Second thing, it is very elaborative also. It is very elaborative because we have to prepare the number of books. We have to make the use of the number of books for recording the various types of transaction in an elaborative manner. And then the third one, next disadvantage of this form is that on a particular day, it is not possible for you to find out the profit and loss instantly. If we need to know about the profit and loss, instant calculation of profit and loss cannot take place. इंस्टेंट कैलकुलेशन नहीं की जा सकती है. अगर आपको रैंडमली एकदम से पता करना है कि बिजनेस फर्म का प्रॉफिट लॉस क्या है, तो हम यहाँ पे पता नहीं कर सकते हैं. कैश बेसिस पे वो कहानी हो जाती है क्योंकि रिसिप्ट जितना कैश आया, आउटगोइंग जितना कैश गया, उसके डिफरेंस से आप निकाल लेते हैं. But here when we have to make all the adjustment, so we have to do those things and it takes a time. So instantly it is not possible. So these are some of the drawbacks of this form of accounting. Now let us explain these two accounting with the help of a very short example. एक बहुत छोटे से एग्जांपल से हम इसको समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. In the case of cash base, ये cash base accounting है. टोटल रेवेन्यू जनरेटेड, जितनी रेवेन्यू आपके पास आई है पूरे साल भर में वो है आपकी 1,50,000 रुपए। यू हैव अर्नड द रेवेन्यू एंड फॉर अर्निंग दैट रेवेन्यू द एक्सपेंसेस मेड वर 1 lakh rupees, but out of that you have not paid 50,000 rupees. ये अभी तक आपने पे नहीं किए हैं, 50,000 रुपए you have not paid. So what is the income of the firm or the business organization when it is preparing the books on the cash basis? तो cash basis में income कैसे निकलेगी? Total revenue was 1,50,000. ये आपका रेवेन्यू हो गया, मान लीजिए 1,50,000 का, और इसमें से आपने जो 50,000 रुपए उस पे खर्चे कर दिए, जो दे दिया वो आपने माइनस कर दिया. So that 50,000 you have reduced. So total income will be calculated as 1 lakh rupees. इधर जो इनकम आ रही है वो शो हो रही है 1 लाख रुपए. और इसी कॉन्सेप्ट को in this matter accrual बेस में समझें. So total revenue was 1,50,000 and it is said that you have spent rupees 1 lakh overall. 50,000 you have paid in cash and 50,000 you are supposed to pay. तो इन दोनों को प्लस करके ये हो जाएगा 1 लाख. So total 1 लाख का खर्चा और रेवेन्यू हुई इसकी. तो आपके पास 50 की, तो टोटल इनकम जो दिखेगी आपकी, दैट योर इनकम इज 1 लाख की जगह यहाँ पे हो गई सिर्फ 50,000. सो दिस इज मोर साइंटिफिक इन नेचर बिकॉज व्हाट इट हैज टेकन, व्हाट इट हैज कंसीडर्ड, इट हैज कंसीडर्ड दैट द टोटल एक्सपेंसेस व्हिच वी हैव टू पे वाज 1 लाख. हमको 1 लाख रुपए खर्चे हुए हैं इस रेवेन्यू को जनरेट करने के लिए, तो हमारी इनकम क्या हुई 50,000. भले हमने दिया या नहीं दिया इट डजंट मैटर, पर खर्चा तो हुआ है. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, हमने जो 50,000 दिए सिर्फ वो माइनस कर रहे, 1.5 लाख हमारे पास आए थे, तो हम इनकम दिखा रहे हैं 1 लाख, which is not correct. So this is the basic difference between the two system. That's why it is said that this system is only followed in those cases where most of the transactions are taking place in the cash only. And this system is a scientific system, so it is widely used system in all those organizations where cash and credit both type of transactions are taking place, and they are preparing the books on the scientific concept. Okay, so hope this thing is now clear to you, what is cash basis of accounting and what is accrual basis of accounting. Thank you.